Today, we're going to talk about how to negotiate with your factory. Remember, your factory is not your enemy, but if you don't negotiate right, they will eat your margin.
I'm Andres Izquieta, co-founder of the 5-4 Group, an apparel conglomerate that has generated over $600 million in sales, created over 10 brands, and I've personally visited over 500 factories and overseen manufacturing of over 50 million units of fashion products and created hundreds of design and marketing collaborations along the way.
If you watch my costing sheet video, it's important to be all over every single component of your costing. Now, certain tips and tricks. Negotiate with volumes in mind. If you have lower volume, there's not much leverage that you have. If you have higher volumes or if you're able to do bulk buys into raw materials, that's going to be to your advantage. For instance, if you're able to use the same raw materials, such as your fabric, on multiple SKUs and styles, then that's going to give you buying power on your raw materials, which is going to impact around 50 to 70% of your costs. Also, understand their infrastructure and strengths. What do they do in-house? What do they outsource? Some factories are vertically integrated, meaning they may have their printing, embroidery, washing, dyeing, all in-house. Some of them even have alliances with textile mills where they share the same parent company, so they get cost benefits in that process. The more that you let your factory control your raw materials, the more inexpensive it's going to be. But that comes with one super important restriction on your end. You must give quality standards and they must adhere to approvals at every single step in the process. When starting to work with a new factory, ask these questions very bluntly. Ask them about their infrastructure, ask them about their strengths, ask them about other key alliances that they may have. Ask them what other raw materials they're buying in bulk. A lot of times they have key relationships with raw materials vendors, which they will give them an insight into what fabrics are constantly running, whether it's a year-round or popular fabric or other top clients are running at that given time. That enables you to potentially buy into those fabric lots to be able to take advantage of that volume pricing that they're getting for those raw materials. Another key thing to know is, when are factories busy? When can they put your product in their lines? Things like Chinese New Year, back to school, Black Friday, spring deliveries, fall deliveries. Ultimately, all these have domino effects which affect your costing and priority within a factory. Great factories can be your biggest asset. Know how to leverage their strengths to benefit your brand.